I taught Claude Code how to become a master copywriter in less than 1 hour. I trained it on a book written in 1966 called Breakthrough Advertising. It's still the gold standard for all copywriting today. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can train Claude to write all of your copy. I'm going to take you through and show you how it wrote my entire email marketing series for me. But not only that, it also created the HTML and images for the entire email marketing flow and sent them to Klaviyo, my email client, and I didn't even have to log in. So if you struggle to write copy for email marketing or any purposes, watch this video to the end because I'm going to give you everything you need to do, even if you've never used Claude or AI much before. Before we jump in and actually build this, let me show you the emails that it built, the before and after, and then we'll jump straight in. So where most people go wrong when they're using AI to try and write copy that actually converts is they'll write something like into Claude or ChatGPT, write me an email follow-up series for this brand. And you'll get something pretty generic like this, which really won't excite anybody. However, by the end of this video, you'll have a full system which can create very high quality emails like this one. As you can see here, Claude, with the system plugged in, not only created the email, but it did all the HTML, used my logo, followed the color palette, the brand guidelines, wrote the email copy, did all of the HTML, grabbed the images, overlaid text over to the images for us automatically, wrote the rest of the copy, and wrote a beautiful HTML design email. And then it sent it over to Klaviyo, my email client, for me and created the flow that this email belongs in. All of this done just from a few clicks in my Claude Code setup. So let's jump in and I'll show you how to build this now. So the first thing you need to do is get an account with Claude. Just get a basic beginner account if you haven't used Claude before. Claude is the best tool on the market at the moment for doing this type of work. So once you've installed Claude and got an account, you need to get the desktop app version, download it, install it. Once you do that, you'll see a screen like this, which is just a blank canvas, which is perfect. So what we want to do then is go to our computer and create a blank folder in your documents. It doesn't actually matter where the folder is. So down below, you can click here and Claude will give you the option to choose a folder. So you can create a folder by just clicking create new folder, and then you'll have a blank canvas to start with. So the first thing that you need to do is I'm going to give you the files to shortcut this for you, and the files are going to look like this. Here you see I've got this 50 years of copywriting in 1 hour folder. Inside this folder, you'll notice that I've got a lot of other folders sitting in here and then a reference folder. Don't worry about the starter files overview. You don't need that one. I'm going to delete that one anyway. Or demo project. You don't need that one. All you're going to need is this Claude.md and then this push_templates.python. If you've done no computer programming before, you don't need to. Nobody needs to do that anymore. All you need to do is understand the process and be the director who orchestrates everything. And you'll see how this plays out when we build this together. So don't be intimidated if you haven't done anything like this before. And then inside these references are other documents that I'm going to give you. So essentially what happens with Claude is the first thing it does when it opens this folder on your computer is it's going to read what's called the Claude.md. So if I open that with just a simple, it just gives instructions to Claude on what this project is about and how it's supposed to execute the project. Now I've got this for an e-commerce brand that I've had for quite some time called Vibrelli. You're obviously going to change that out because it's not going to be your brand, right? You're going to change it for your brand, but this is the master instruction template. Now keep in mind for this video, I'm doing it on email marketing, sending the emails to Klaviyo. So you're going to have to tailor this document so it doesn't have Klaviyo in there. If you're using a different email marketing flow or different purposes, then you're going to tailor this Claude.md. Now, a lot of people want all the files given to them so they can just plug and play it. But to be honest with you, it's actually better just to build it yourself. It's not difficult to do that. So we could just open Claude and give it this Claude.md, or you could just start in the app here and have a conversation with Claude and say, this is my idea of the project. I want you to create your own Claude.md file, and it will create it for you. A shortcut to do that is going /init like this. That's a short command. If you click that, that'll tell Claude to create a Claude.md file automatically. There's a lot of ways to do it. In this example, though, to speed it up for you, I'm just going to give you my Claude.md file. The reason you give it a Claude.md is so Claude knows what the heck we're talking about. Otherwise, it's got a blank canvas too, and it doesn't know what you want. So it's really just a glorified instruction manual that gets injected into Claude when the project opens, like a system prompt. So what we need to do now is, after that's in there, we need to give Claude some references so it understands how to write emails in the style that we want. So that's why I've given brand guidelines. Now, obviously the brand guidelines are going to be specific to your brand. So if you open this up in a text doc, you can see this is a summarized brand guidelines document. If you haven't got one for your brand, it's really quite straightforward. Just ask Claude to create one for you and talk through your brand. You might have to give it images if you haven't created a brand guidelines before, but you essentially need to create your own brand guidelines so you get the emails coming out in your style, because you've got to remember Claude's creating the HTML for you, and it's going to be looking for hex color codes on accents and things so it knows how to style it in the way that you want it done. So you need the brand guidelines. The other document that we need, if we hop out of here, is the brand info document. So we open that up. It tells you a little bit about like what the products are. So not so much the branding, just about the product. So if we open this one up, again, this is going to be tailored to your own specific brand. So it's like, what products do you sell, any of your target customers, any other information you want to give it that's not necessarily design related like a brand guidelines, but would help Claude to understand your target audience. Now, this is a very simple one for the example video, but you could go more in depth if you wanted to. So what's happening here with these documents so far is the Claude.md will reference these documents. So when Claude first opens this project, it's going to be aware inside that Claude.md, it's going to talk about that it's got these other documents and where to find them. So it knows exactly where things are immediately. That's why we need a Claude.md. And then finally, the secret sauce here is the copywriting principles. So if we open this up here, this is the document that I trained it on from Eugene Schwartz's Breakthrough Advertising book. This breaks down all the different stages of market sophistication, techniques to use in writing copy. So I've condensed this quite short to keep the prompt injection into Claude reasonably concise. Now, you could flesh this out further if you want to, but this gives you a really great place to start from to write pretty high quality copy that actually makes more sense in regards to copywriting. So read through this. If you want to flesh any of this out in more detail, you can have a conversation with Claude in your project and talk to it about this particular file and ask it to elaborate, give more examples, go into more detail, and it will understand what this is and expand it for you. So now we've got all the files that we need for this to work. All we need to do now is actually run it. So in a fresh instance of Claude, I can just tell it, I want you to read Claude.md, which it would have done anyway when it opens the project, and then I want it to write an email for me, and then I want it to push that email to Klaviyo. So the question is, once you've got it to write the email, how do we get it to go to Klaviyo? Well, I'll come back to that and show you that at the end of the video. But before we do that, the beauty of building in the Claude app like this is you can iterate until you get it right. So if you look here, I can say, I want you to write the first email of a welcome series email for the brand Vibrelli, and I want you to include 3 lifestyle images in it. And I also want you to show me a preview of the HTML. Once we're happy with it, then I'll get you to push it straight to Klaviyo and create a flow if there's no flow there already. The thing that you want to do if you want Claude to include images in your emails is add the images to the folder. Once you upload images to the folder that this is working in, then Claude can look at those images and use them. So the way you do that is just literally save the images of your products into this folder. I just did that before off camera quickly, but then once they're there, you just click the @ symbol, and you can see here, there's my first image that I just dragged in. Click the @ symbol again, there's the second one, and I can tell Claude these are the images that I want in the email. So the above 3 images that I just sent you, those are the ones that I want you to work into the email. Okay, I've sent all the information that I want it to have. It's going to read its Claude.md for this project. It's going to see these 3 images, and then it's going to write the emails for me, and then it's going to show me them in a preview, and then I can iterate with it. So as you can see here, Claude has opened the emails. It's looking at the images. It's looking at what it's got to work with. And now it's going to plan how it's going to integrate these images into the HTML for it to write the email. What I really like about this process is you can write beautiful HTML by just speaking to your computer. You don't need a designer. You don't need to be mucking around in Canva to do these types of things anymore. You can just speak to Claude, iterate until you get exactly what you want. Your email's looking perfect. And then just tell Claude to send it straight into the email client for you, and it's good to go. Okay, I don't mind the copy, but some things I don't like is I can't see the images, and also you haven't used the logo. So I'm going to add our logo into the folder for you so you can use the proper logo. But I also want to see the actual images because right now I can't see them. So while Claude is doing that and fixing up the requirements that I have, I'm going to grab the logo and jump that into the folder as well for it. Okay, I've added the logo for you now. I can see the preview that you set up for me that it shows me, but I'm still not happy with the way the images look. So I want you to use the front-end design skills to make sure you're designing in a way that's a bit more premium looking. So what I didn't like about what Claude did on the first pass here is this is what it created for me. Obviously the logo it didn't have. It's put the images in, but it hasn't done any design work on the images. And I know it can do a lot better than this. So what I've told it to do is I want you to use the front-end design skills. Now this is a plugin for Claude that you can easily plug in when you want to give it more functionality. So this one I just click / and then I go front-end design like this. And now it knows it needs to design according to these directives that this gives it. So if you haven't done this before, it's really easy to plug in these functionalities. It's just like apps on an iPhone. You just plug in a pre-built bit of code that tells Claude how you want it to design. So front-end design will do that. So now I can say, I want you to iterate over that, give it this, and then it's going to rerun it again, and then we can look at what we get. Okay, so I went back and forth with Claude a few times to get what I wanted, and then I keep iterating, and then it shows you in the preview. Now, for some reason on this particular video, it's not showing the images in the preview. I think I got to reboot my computer. I don't know. But it is giving me a preview in my browser, so I'll just show you that instead. This is how it actually comes up. So you can see it's a pretty good email, and all I've done is just talk to Claude Code in my desktop app, given it some instructions on copywriting, my brand. It's hit the brand guidelines perfectly. It's used the imagery. It's even done a nice little shaded fading section on the email so you can see the text. As you go down, it's actually laid this email out really well. The copy's really good. It's used the image. It's done an overlay headline, subheadline over this image, which looks beautiful. And then it's got some more text in the copy. And then this is interesting. It did an email and it put it to the right-hand side and did these bullets here, which is pretty cool. So it gives a bit of variety to the email. Then it does a discount coupon offer with a link and then a footer. So the cool thing about this process is you can just keep iterating and talking to it or typing and then get what you want, and then you just ask it to connect to Klaviyo. So if you're wondering how to do the Klaviyo part, for those of you who use Klaviyo, which is an email service, it doesn't matter if you're using Klaviyo, you can use anything, but I'll just show you the principle here because it's all the same stuff no matter what service you're using. So over at Klaviyo, where I asked Claude to publish this directly into my email client, you can see it created it as a template. It can also create the flows for you automatically, so you can just talk to Claude and it will do all of this and connect all your emails up. But you can see it's come through here, HTML, the brand story, and then in here is the HTML that comes through, and you can see how it looks on mobile or desktop. So you can see how Claude can do it all from your computer. So if you've got like a complex email marketing flow, like something with welcome series, post-purchase, win back, abandon cart, replenish, browse, abandon, whatever it is, you can get Claude to create all of these in this process that we're doing, send it all over to your email client, connect them all up and do all the settings for you, and you don't have to log in and do any of that anymore. And you can tweak the HTML just straight from your laptop having a conversation with Claude, and it will update in these services automatically. So that's how you can connect it to Klaviyo. So the process of doing that is really pretty straightforward. You just need to get an API key from Klaviyo, and then Claude will plug in for you. So over at Klaviyo, you just go to the developer tool, the integrations tab. So you click integrations in the bottom left, and then you just come in here and you go manage API keys, and then you can create a new API key in here, which I'm not going to do right now, but you'd create a private API key, and then you just create a custom one, and then you just give it all the permissions that it needs to, name it, and then you give this to Claude over on your Claude desktop app, and then Claude can plug into Klaviyo because it has the password in the back end through the developer portal to get in and create stuff on your behalf. If you ever get stuck on any of this stuff, all you do is take a screenshot, give it to Claude and say, help me, I don't know what to do at this step, and it will walk you through exactly how to do it. You don't really need people to show you how to do stuff like that anymore because Claude Opus is so advanced that it makes all this stuff super straightforward. So if I show you a quick diagram of what's going on here, the main orchestrator of all of this is the Claude.md. It's like the foundation file. From the Claude.md file, we have reference documents, which I showed you at the beginning of the video. So there's the copywriting principles document, and that's referenced from the Claude MD, the brand guidelines, and the product info. So the Claude MD orchestrates these things. So as soon as Claude opens, it knows what to do, and it knows what other reference documents it's got. And that way it can build the emails because it has this information and the orchestrating document. And then we just talked about how you connect it to Klaviyo through the API. So this is a really quick snapshot of exactly what we've just built. So now you can talk to Claude Code and get it to build beautiful HTML emails like we saw in this video, iterate until you get it perfect, and then get it to push it to your email client. And what you want to do after each session, when you've done iterations to get the style down that you want, ask Claude to save the learnings from the session into its memory. It will create a memory.md file, or it will also update the Claude.md file with all of the learnings and the feedback that you gave it during that session. The beauty of doing this is that next time you come and create another email, it remembers everything because it documented it. So then you'll have less iterations until eventually it's just going to nail the email every time the exact way that you want it. So that's how you can train Claude Code to become a copywriter for your email marketing. You can apply this principle to any type of copy. It's just adapting the Claude Code file to the type of copy that you're wanting it to do, and then tweak the reference documents. So instead of being brand guidelines, it might be something else that you're doing. So I hope you found this video helpful. Until next time, thanks for listening.